Hey everyone, it's your friend Thinknoodles, and it's Monday, so it's time for Ask Thinknoodles. I have about 700 new subscribers from the last week, so for those of you who have never seen an Ask Thinknoodles, I answer questions from all of you. So please feel free to ask your question in the comments below. And while you're at it, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. So let's get to the questions. And the first one from Leopard Sky is, when is the next Road to Captain Thinknoodles episode? Right now! Sandy Simmons asks, do you read all your comments? I do actually read all of the comments on Ask Thinknoodles. I don't get to all the comments on all my videos because some of them are a few months old and I don't know whether you guys comment or not. And I get about 100 to 200 comments a day over all my videos. David Gonzalez asks, do all questions get answered? And the answer to that is no, but most. If the question's been answered in a previous Ask Thinknoodles, I usually reply to your comment and tell you that. And I've had a few of them that are a little inappropriate, so I deleted one this week that I just wasn't going to answer. Which brings me to this. I had so many questions last week that I can't get to them all this week. I've saved the ones I'm going to answer, so I have about another 30 or 40 questions that are going to be in next week's episode. So just keep asking your questions and you'll see yours in next week if it wasn't answered this week. Maddister10 asks, why does it take like 4 hours to upload a video, even 5 sometimes? Is there something wrong or is it like that for everybody? And that has to do with your internet upload speed. I have a 5 megabit upload connection, so mine goes really fast. But before I upgraded to that faster upload connection, I had long upload times like you do. So the next few questions are about last week's video, which referred to Graser being a girl. And I never said Graser was a girl. I just said that Graser and I didn't know that Graser was a girl. So you can draw your own conclusions. Now the next two take it a little bit further and ask if Graser is my wife. And I'm gonna be perfectly clear here. While Graser and I are good friends, we've never taken our relationship to that level. Amazing World Helper asks about an Amazing World video that I made when I used Windows 7. The screen recorder that I used was actually still ScreenFlow because I was using VirtualBox on my Mac to emulate Windows 7. So I was still using the Mac screen recorder. PoonCCP asks me a very interesting question, and I had to look it up. He asks, how do you access past items you earned in a Poptropica ad? And I thought to myself, well, you just go into your inventory and put it on. And I went and looked and I realized that all of the stuff that I'd gotten from the Ice Age ad, from the Lorax ad, from various ads before, they aren't there anymore. They're just gone. So since there's the Wimpy Dog Days advertisement, I tried something different to see if you can save the items. So here's what I did. I went into the Dog Days advertisement, which you can see here. Then I brought up my items. And then I put on like the Fregley bandage costume and the fruit smoothie glass. And saved the look to my closet. Now since the closet's a new feature in Poptropica Friends update, I thought maybe it would let me keep it. So I've got the look saved in my closet, so we'll see what happens when the ad disappears and whether or not I can still access those items. But that was an excellent question and something I never noticed, and I even asked Graser about it and he didn't notice that either. Jackson Shepard asks, how do you get the thing that says featured on your channel? And that may be only for YouTube partners. It just came with my channel. I'm not really sure how I got it or how I enabled it. Angela 123456789 asks, do I know ChrisDog93 who knows Destructive 4, who knows XX Toy Soldier PCP, who knows Captain Thinknoodles? And this sounds like the 6 degrees of Captain Thinknoodles. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I know of ChrisDog93, and I also know that he's not terribly fond of me for some reason. Icy Kitty Goes NYA asks, what's your opinion on preps and baby penguins on Club Penguin? I don't know what they are and I haven't had a chance to log on, so I don't have an opinion. I'm really sorry. Like I said before, I do know ChrisDog93. He doesn't like me. But I know Graser, and Graser's a famous penguin. My favorite item on CP are the 3D glasses. Do I play any other games besides Club Penguin and Poptropica? I do. I play Webkins. I play Call of Duty. I play Free Realms very occasionally as well. Punchboy70 asks if I'm friends with Graser or Destructive7 in real life. And I'm not friends with either of them in real life, and I have no idea who Destructive7 is. TUP Cheats asks how to make PHP trackers. And I assume you mean a Mascot tracker that creates images that you can post on your website. And you just have to code in PHP however you want. There are many, many ways to do it, and there are many implementations that I have seen, but you need to know the PHP programming language and then just think of it on your own. Be creative. Ethan Gray asks, why don't I make a Thinknoodles tracker? It's easy. You're right, it's really easy. It's so easy that I don't even need to make one because I always know what server and what room Thinknoodles is in. Jaden Moss asks, why did you start to make these videos? I think you mean the Ask Thinknoodles videos, and the reason I started making them was because I got so many questions on various videos here and there that I thought it'd be better to have them all in one place where I could answer them directly to you guys. Judy Lee 0803 asks, if you could be a mascot on CP, what would it be? If I were a mascot on CP, it would make sense that I would give out a background that something has to do with noodles, and I would love to give out an item to everyone that they could wear, like a hat, so that when they press the dance key, they would sit down and eat a bowl of noodles. Speaking of mascots, a lot of people ask if I've met Cece and Rocky yet, and I have. You can see here I met them on a Portuguese server, and I was able to get their gift and add them to my friends list. Pretty cool, right? Have you guys met them? Greenspot4 asks, when you meet a famous mascot on CP, do you freak? Usually not, because I've met most of them many times, but when I'm about to meet a mascot, like I could just try and get into the room, I start getting anxious like I was with my own Club Penguin party where I couldn't get into a room and my heart starts beating fast because I'm clicking trying to get in and I can't, and it just gets me really anxious. Raichu12002 asked if I play Pokemon. I don't play Pokemon, but my wife's cousin used to when he was younger. The next two ask about what specific time I log into Club Penguin. First of all, it depends on what time zone you're talking about. I'm on Eastern time, so when I do the field ops, it's between 6:15 and 6:45 Eastern time, which is about 3:15 to 3:45 a.m. Penguin time. Eddie272dog asks if I've ever thought about quitting since I'm all grown up. No way, I'm gonna be a kid for life. Walked Through is Too Many 2 and Ian22331 ask about my wife, and does she think I'm still a kid when I play on Club Penguin and Poptropica, and if she thinks I'm weird. Well, to be honest, my wife is jealous that I get to sit home and play games all day long, and sure, she thinks I'm weird. I am weird. As far as knowing about the bald fetish, she doesn't know anything about that, so shh, be quiet. Lego Dark 578 asks if I always play kiddie games, and no, not always, but for some reason, I just find them pretty fun. Mickey the Cool Hero asks if I really buy the gold cards in Poptropica store. No, I'm a member, so I get all the gold cards for free. Kathia Uloa asks if I play any Legend of Zelda games, and I haven't played a Legend of Zelda game since I played on my GameCube, but I did play every Legend of Zelda from the original Nintendo game up until the GameCube version. Ian22331 asks what my least favorite Poptropica island is. I haven't played all the Poptropica islands yet, so it's not a fair comparison, but I think that my least favorite one will remain the same, which was Poptropolis Games. It was just a boring island. There was no problem solving. All you had to do is get through each event and keep trying over and over until you got it. Toad15 fan asks, do you know any ways to get unbanned? My penguin is always getting banned for nothing. You know, if your penguin keeps getting banned, it may not be for nothing. I'm not sure you can get unbanned, but the best way to not be banned is to not get banned in the first place. So you might want to review your activities on Club Penguin and figure out what's going wrong. I put these two questions together because I think they're referencing the same thing. And they both ask about CPMVs, and the other person asked about a movie, so maybe they're the same. I don't know how to make a CPMV. I'm not very good at that creative video editing, so I don't know if I'm gonna make a CPMV anytime soon. As for Windows versus Mac, I do everything on my Mac, and I love my Mac. The Club Penguiners 2 asks, who makes your backgrounds on YouTube and what do they use? I do, and I use a combination of Photoshop and Fireworks, which are both made by Adobe. 602 Shockwave asks, how do you become so famous in Club Penguin? Well, I think I got famous in Club Penguin for two reasons. One, because of my YouTube channel here, and two, because of Club Penguin Insiders. Having both a successful website and a successful channel is what led to my popularity on Club Penguin. Warine Head asks, where did you come in your cross country? And I think you mean when I was in school. And you probably could have called me Greg Heffley in elementary, middle, and high school. I was a wimpy little kid. I didn't do very well in any sports at all, and I really didn't get my growth spurt until I was almost out of high school, so I didn't participate in any athletics until I was in college. Epic Penguin Club asks, if you got 100,000 subs, what would you do? The answer to this one is easy. I would I am Graser and tell him how much better I am than he is at YouTube. Angela 12345678994 asks, if you were on TV, what would you do? And I have been on TV before a few times. The last time I was on, it was during the blizzard here in New York City, and I took some pictures and video of my dog and posted them to CNN iReport. And CNN gave me a call, and they interviewed me on the air on CNN Headline News for about 2 minutes. It wasn't video, it was only audio, but maybe I'll play it for you guys sometime. Ian 22331 asks what my favorite subject was when I was in school. When I was in middle school, my favorite subject was actually chemistry. But once I got to high school, I got really into computers, and obviously that translated into what I majored in college, which was computer engineering, and it translated to what I do now. CP504U asks, have you ever bought a Club Penguin toy just for the code? And I've never bought a Club Penguin toy. I've only ever gone on eBay and bought the codes directly. Mr. Riot Slave asks, what is your dog's name? My dog's name is Kopi, K-O-P-I. The next two ask about my music preferences. And I listen to just about everything, but my favorite band of all time is the Dave Matthews Band. My wife and I have been to over 100 of their concerts together. The XSol12 asks, are you Toby from Toby Games? You know, I wish. Did you see his most recent video? He's got 2 million subscribers. Man, that would be awesome. The second question you ask is going to get me in trouble with my wife if I answer incorrectly. So, if I had the second chance to marry someone, would I go for it? No, I love my wife very much and I would never marry someone else. Blazer19784 asks, do you not like pie? So if you combine those all together, that makes 3 double negatives and 1 not. So that means, do you not like pie? I do like pie. I never said I didn't like pie. Cheats Update Network asks, have you ever run a train and why are some railroad signals ungated? No, I've never run a train, and you know a lot more about trains than I do because I don't know what a gated or ungated signal means at all. Delicious Chalk 2012 asks, why did you eat my bald monkey sandwich? It was full of baldness. Oh my god, are you serious? That was yours? It was full of baldness. Can you make me another one? Brandon Cunningham asks, if you were stuck in a room with a goat and pancakes, what would you do? Let me think about that. Let's go to the next question while I think. Brandon Cunningham then asks, why are you watching me eat my pancakes? Well, Brandon, I have no idea what I'd do with the goat and the pancakes. So I'm kind of watching you to figure out what you're gonna do with them and see if I can come up with something decent. Blazer19784 asks, which do you like more? 3 bald rainbow unicorns or 5 dog frogs? Well, there's more dog frogs than there are bald rainbow unicorns. But my question is, are the dog frogs bald or hairy? Because if they're bald, I like the dog frogs better. Otherwise, I'd go for the rainbow unicorns. Arrowed Heart 1 asks, can you answer my question? Yes, the answer to your question is 42. If you guys don't get the reference, look up the meaning to life. Kelly Cooper 201 asks, have you ever eaten a couch? Now, I'm not sure who told you about how much I like to eat furniture, but I'll be perfectly honest here. I have never ever eaten a couch. Coffee tables and desks? Maybe, but never a couch. 23 Rangerful asks, if someone dared you to go bald, would you do it? Only if someone triple dog dared me. J. Michael 3CP asks, if you were to go bald in your chemistry class, would you invent an unbalding potion or would you show off your baldness? Of course I would show off my baldness. And not only that, I'd encourage everyone to rub my head for luck. Then he asks, how did you get in my house and knock on my door while I'm being busy on the toilet? Oh, sorry dude. Bunny XCP asks, would you rather be in a room full of bunnies or a room full of anything else that's animals? Well, bunnies are cute, but I think they poop a lot. So I would rather be in a room full of puppies. The next 2 people ask if I can be their dad, and that's hilarious. You might want to ask your parents if Thinknoodles can be your dad, but I don't know. Kids are expensive and they always want things. And right on cue, here's 2 kids that want things. Hey daddy, buy me a CP membership. Hey dad, give me a CP membership. Yeah, I'm not so sure I want to be your dad. The next 3 people ask, if I had kids, what would I name them? And whether or not I'd want a boy or a girl. I'd actually want one of each. I always think it's good to have one of each, and it's always good to have siblings. Although my sister and I did not get along well when we were in high school. I've never really thought of what I would name my son, but I've always liked the name Melissa for a girl. BabyNaps21 asks, if I went bald for my whole life, what would be my reaction? I think I'd be happy. Imagine all the money I could save on shampoo. I could just use a bar of soap on my head. Punji CP asks, why do my feet keep telling me to go bald? And that's what feet do. You gotta watch out for those things, man. And let me tell you a secret. Never listen to your feet when they speak to you. ViperKurt5 asks, Thinknoodles, why do my nostrils whisper to me? They're scaring me. You might want to get that looked at. ViperKurt5 asks if I like bald potatoes. Yeah, I think bald potatoes taste a lot better than hairy ones. So someone sent me a private message with a few questions in it. If I had to choose between the ages, which one would I choose? Kid or teenager or old guy? Which is 60 to 999 years old. As you can tell by the way I am, I think I'm still a kid even though I'm not. So I would definitely choose to be a kid. If I adopted an animal, which one would I choose? A dragon, a unicorn, an alien, a farting robot, or a talking teddy bear? And it sounds like you just watched Ted, but if I had to choose from that list, I think I would choose an alien because aliens usually come with their own spaceships, and then we could use it to go anywhere. Then he asked, if I had an annoying friend, what would I do? Close the door in his face, fart in his face, or wear a Santa suit and hit him on the face and steal all his gifts and hit him with a Christmas tree on Christmas? And that's the second time you mentioned farting in your questions. I think I know what you might do. Now we have a question from YouTube. I was commenting on one of my videos and YouTube asked me a question. It says, do you know you have your own YouTube channel? I just thought it was hilarious that I've had this channel for like 6 months, 5,000 subs, and now YouTube's telling me I have a YouTube channel. Way to go, YouTube. Brandon Cunningham asks, if that guy didn't ask the bald question, what would your videos be like? Probably pretty hairy, to be honest. Rico Wed asks what my second favorite food is. And living in New York, it'd have to be a tie between bagels and pizza. I know neither one is healthy for me, but oh man, the thought of a chewy bagel or a giant slice of cheese pizza makes me hungry. Random Bros 1999 asks, what is your favorite fruit? And I have to say, I love a good mango. ViperKurt5 asks, why did the chicken cross the road? Because he wanted to, that's why. Just kidding. Which leads us into the next question is, Thinknoodles, do you swear? I think I just answered that on the last question. Now Phillips U12349 asks, when does Ask Thinknoodles end?